All right, let's talk about it. Your NEC today is 210.20 overcurrent protection, and this is overcurrent protection specifically for branch circuits. So, overcurrent protection for branch circuits and equipment shall be protected by M3. A, and we've talked about this before, 125% of your continuous load. Continuous load is a load that lasts over 3 hours at any given time. 125% of your continuous load plus 100% of your non-continuous loads. If you have a branch circuit that feeds a heater and a pump, and your pump only runs for 10 or 15 minutes at a time, that'll be a non-continuous pump. But your heater runs all day and all night, that'll be a continuous heater. It'll be 125% of the rating of that heater plus 100% of the rating of that pump. That'll be your overcurrent protection rating for that. In the last section we talked about the ampacity rating for the conductors. These are very, very similar. Your ampacity rating and your overcurrent protection should match. Conductors. Conductors shall be protected by, and it just references 240.14, which is a big code section that we'll get to, but it says essentially you will protect your branch circuits at either table 310.14, which is an ampacity table for conductors, or there are exceptions for power loss, things over 800 amps, and the next highest standard breaker for individual branch circuits for individual equipment, right? And you'll see those exceptions in other code sections. And C, overcurrent protection for equipment, it essentially says, go see code section 240.3. The equipment shall be protected with overcurrent protection based on that individual specified piece of equipment. If that equipment is a motor, you go to the motor section. If it's AC, you go to the AC section. If it's baseboard heaters, you look up look up baseboard heaters. It's just go to this code section, see where the individual piece of equipment is, and overcurrent protect that piece of equipment based on its individual code section. So to review, your overcurrent protection for branch circuits and equipment basically is 125% of continuous load, or 125% of continuous plus 100% of continuous load. This will absolutely be on your code test. Just so you know, that question will be there. The conductors will be protected mostly according to 310.14. There will be a whole bunch of exceptions, especially in motors. So take care. Flexible cords will be protected in 240.5. And again, just look up that table. And equipment will be protected based on its individual piece of equipment. And that's all of section 210.20. That was your NEC code for today.